Alright everybody, I'm going to start with some music here because this is all about audio, so one second. So, okay, I'm gonna be streaming GoldenEye Source today.
Sorry about that.
Pretty awesome. Accidentally started the last stream I did. I was playing GoldenEye Source. I was blowing off some steam between work. So here's another track. So these are tracks that I've made. They're not for the game, but I was experimenting with tonal varieties and different synths and stuff like that. So in a way it was experimentation for the game, and I kind of was doing it in that respect, but I was also trying to make jams that I could use on the turntables and CDJs and stuff like that, because I like to do that in my free time too. So that's what these tracks are, but they're, you know, in the same style of music in a sense. This one especially, I'd say. I want to do elements of chiptune. I want to do elements of retro synths. I want to do elements of like your typical, you know, 16-bit, 32-bit video game sounds. Maybe some 8-bit sounds. And you know, a little bit of what you'd expect of a production that's made today as well. And I'll see what I can pull out of this software, because honestly I haven't used this for a project before, so this will be a, you know, a learning experience for everyone here. But I have been messing with it, so I'm not completely in the dark, and this is very similar to FL Studio. You might even think that it is FL Studio, but it's not. This is LMMS. So it's completely its own thing. Pardon me if it starts playing the audio again. I'm gonna try to get the chat up on all my different streams here. Alright, so we've got Twitter up, Periscope, YouTube, streaming live on all those channels. So now that this is, well, here comes the jam. It's got a tail again. That's weird. Oh, there it is. Okay, so there's something going on here. It cut out at the jam. I don't know why. Unless it was just my speakers. I got my headphones plugged into the speakers and the power cable on the speakers bed. Also, I want to apologize. I know this is a video about audio. My microphone is very bottom of the line, but I've put some audio effects on it to try to clean it up a bit. I try to, you know, suppress the noise and you know, cancel out some of the issues. And it's gated as well, so when I'm not talking, you don't hear it. Alright, so this is ending. I'm gonna start loading the project that we were working on before. So, as I explained in previous video, I am using a launchpad to make the audio here. So it will it'll help you use a MIDI controller, but you can use your keyboard. It doesn't really make too much of a difference. You can also use your mouse. It's pretty quiet. Let me make sure here. Time to adjust. Okay, yeah, that's really. I also have a really quiet instrument here, so that's really quiet too. I'm thinking that's probably pretty good for you. It's really quiet. Find one. This one. Sorry about that. Should have ran a little more. So what's going on here is that this one doesn't have any effects on it. So I've got all these effects loaded up on these channels here. So if I put it through the effects, then it won't be loud here. Or maybe not. Let's try the other one. It's a little loud still, but I've got the audio turned down. So basically, if you're using a MIDI controller, you would just arm it this way. I did that a little quick. It's right there though. Oh, you know what? You need to make sure that your instrument's there. For some reason mine doesn't seem to be. So I'm gonna try to plug it back in. I might have to reload the software. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. Sorry, we haven't done anything. And it loads extremely quick. Okay, back to that. Let's see if it's there now. There we are, Launchpad. So, let's see. Did I just turn it off? I did. So like I explained before, this is all free stuff here. These are all built-in instruments that come with the software. I feel like there was some confusion on one of my streams where someone thought that it was like my source code or something. No, I didn't develop the software. That would be way cool if I could do something like that. But no, this is well-known software in the indie development scene. People use it for like game jams and stuff like that. But the trick is to figure out what sounds good and only use the stuff that sounds good, because it's really easy to make stuff that doesn't sound good. I can explain a little bit of what I did here. I made a simple beat, and then I used a sample that I made with some other software as a snare. So I can play this for you. And so on. I was also explained before that we could double the BPM here for like a boss or something like that. So it was at 110 before, now it's at 220. But this is actually the second one. This is the first one. This is the fast. And then let's slow it down. And like I explained before, I would change that in the fast mode so it doesn't get so repetitive. You know, spread out the bars, make the loops longer. But this is the first one that I made in the previous tutorial at the slower tempo. Now that one kind of started funny, so I'm gonna listen to it again. Yeah, and I think that might just be because it's open source software, but that's alright. As long as we know that it's not gonna do that when we render it. Not sure exactly if maybe there's something down here, or for some reason it started on the snare when the snare is like over here. So. So this one's empty. So let's make a brand new one here. Because honestly, I'm making this tutorial video devlog thing here because the game needs more audio. So let's get to it here. So we're gonna throw in some kicks. And then I don't want to change it up too much, so I'm gonna take a look at where the snare is at, and then just do the same thing. Take another look at it. And let's take a look at this organic instrument. See, it worked well for the other thing, but I want to make something a little bit different here, so I'm going to duplicate it somehow. This button, clone the track, and then I'm going to just make some adjustments over here, and maybe, you know, put it in one. I'll see what it sounds like in the snares effect. And we can mess with it here. I'm just experimenting here, so sorry if it gets a little experimental. And I want to stay in the same key as well, and I'm trying to figure out Now, like I explained before, the way the launchpad's set up is not like a normal keyboard, like how it looks on the screen. It doesn't look like that. It doesn't look like this on the launchpad. It's all squares and they're all arranged in a square. So there's 64 buttons and they're just arranged completely differently. So, anyways, that's the key we want. And it's a little loud somewhere. Oh, you know what's going on? I never turned this one off. So now it's gonna sound completely different. That's alright. We can go in and change it. I wasn't too attached to the sound. It'll probably be less annoying if I make a melody and record it. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to open the piano roll. We're going to hit stop, and then we're going to try to think of what it was, and remember what the key was. Let's see it. Alright. Royally fudged that one up. Here we go. How do we delete? We're just adding some reverb here. We got sign it here. Let's see what else we can find on here. It's a big list. Of course. Oh, I see that. Let's see. Let's speed it up so I don't get bored here. Wait, that's not right. Right? Hold on. Yeah, it just sounds weird. Just have to remember not to do that for that one. It's these kicks being too close together. It's kind of cool, there's a randomize button, I just noticed that. Well, I've already gotten sick of that instrument, to be honest, so we'll just mute it. And then I'm just gonna clone it right off the bat because I know I'm gonna want to make changes here. Alright, and we can disarm. I always do that. I need to learn how to start it at a different size. So this part's a little bit weird. It takes a little bit of getting used to. It says hold shift. I keep doing control. That's my issue. Oh wait, hold control. That's what it says. Hold shift to move. Begin loop. Hold control to disable. It's close. It's pretty close to what I want. Where is that pin? I'm not really sure what I'm doing here, but I like that. That's kind of what I'm looking for here. Let's try it. Sorry about my neighbors. If you can hear the car horn, that is. That's not a car horn. That's the audio. That's hilarious that I thought that that was a car horn. Where is that coming from? It's coming from one of these. I must have accidentally did that. Okay. sure which one's armed. I guess I could just play it. This one. Okay. What's this? That's not what I'm looking for. Let's go back to this one. Alright. I'm gonna experiment with some stuff. I did crash it the last time I tried to do it, but I just saved it, so I'm not worried about losing anything like I did last time. I'm gonna try a VST. Now, VSTs can be kind of finicky and processor intensive, so if you're using something that you know is going to be system heavy, like I said, save beforehand and use it with caution. It could crash your project. Alright, so I need to find my VSTs. I've got external. This is a second. No, I'm not sure which one I want. Sure, at least I did before I had this list in front of me. It's this one. I remember what I was looking for. Yes, this is it. This is what I'm looking for. It doesn't have some type of like pitch or something that plays in the background. Okay. Still on the Monstro. Yes. Where's the website? Hey, thanks for stopping by my stream there. Sorry I haven't been watching the chat. I've been kind of zoning out on this music, but I appreciate you dropping by, man. So that actually sounds really good right out of the box. Yeah, sorry, like I said, I wasn't really paying attention to the chat there. I really appreciate you checking this out. Just making music for this game that I'm working on, and using free software to do it, so if anyone was interested in trying to do it themselves. This is like the 4th time I've opened up this LMMS, and I'm also using this this other software here that's pretty sweet. You can basically, it'll make sounds for you randomly, and they're not always great, so you can adjust them. So I'm gonna like make a jump sound. That's pretty poor, the jump sound, but if we play with it. It doesn't have to be a jump. It could be like a laser or phaser, and that sounds more like a jump. like Excite Bike crash or something. Missile. So what I can do there is, because it would be like two different sounds. Like once it starts the rumble, you could take that and put it on a separate sound. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know. We'll just call it missile launch, and then we'll duplicate it. Copy paste, and we'll call this one boat missile with tail, and then we'll just go up there and change that. Is it the attack? That's cool. I actually like that better. Okay, so we'll use that, and we'll just get rid of this one. Then we'll duplicate this one. I'll call it something logical. Missile launch. You can spell. And then this one's gonna be missile with tail. Sorry about that, but I did get the sound I wanted. So was it the? No. What was it? So basically this takes a lot of playing with. And I mean you'll pick up know-how as you play with it. I don't know if I can get that tail though. Oh, I think I wrote it. Okay, it was the cutoff. Sounds like horses. I don't like that one anymore. Anyway, so that software is pretty cool. I'm gonna go back to the software though. I really like this this Sybase. I mean, I haven't really used it, so let's just throw that in there and throw that. Okay, so when you hit stop, it doesn't make it go back to the beginning. It's kind of, you have to hit that button there. This button here. Yeah. Sometimes it takes a while, but I like that. So I'm gonna save it because these things could crash anytime. There we go. That's what I was looking for this whole time. Just want to make sure I remember how to do it. Alright, I'm gonna make a new one. Alright, sorry. Okay, gonna make a new one. We're gonna hit buttons. Gotta edit it right there. We'll just keep using the same kick for now. If we want to later, we can always change it out. I wish there was a way to copy the whole thing. Well, beggars can't always be choosers, right? But this isn't exactly what I want. I want it to be more like Doom Ka Dun Dun Da. That'll do for now. Let's see what we can do with one of these. It's kind of a one-off. Can't really do much more with that, I don't think. It's not that dynamic. I like that. But it's too quiet, so we're gonna need to make a copy so we don't mess up the other track. So we'll just clone it. We'll turn it up. Right? What did I do? I'm just gonna close it out and load it back up. Somehow the windows got underneath the window, and I just don't want to deal with that. So I haven't really gone into this part yet. This is the song editor, so you can put your bass lines in order and kind of compose a song here and then listen to it. So what I can do is I can copy this, take it over to this one. Yeah, I want to copy this baseline. That's what I want to do. Copy that to this one. Okay, so That's not what I want. What am I doing here? Alright, well, I'm getting really sleepy here. I haven't actually slept enough, and it's getting a little bit difficult. It's just getting really hard to focus here. So I'm gonna leave it at this for now, and get some sleep, refresh myself, and probably try to get some more music going, because I really want the game to have music. So I will get on that as soon as I feel up to it, but my sleep schedule is almost on normal time with the real world right now, because I stayed up for like 40 hours or something like that doing game development, 20 hours straight development, and slept for like 4 hours and then did like another 20 hours of straight development. So and I streamed a lot of it, so, but yeah, I'm gonna close this before it gets annoying, even though it's like clicking off like that. Just a button. Do it. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I appreciate you stopping by and joining in the chat. Hope everything is great for you in the future.